We all seek to know.
And be known.
Ask for answers.
But don't hear them.
Plead for help.
But don't accept it.
Look for God.
But don't find him.
And so we create him in our image.
From the pieces we have.
The parts we understand.
Always some truth.
Often familiar.
Always incomplete.
We do our best to see.
He wants to be known.
But we see limitations.
He is infinite.
We see existence.
He is transcendent.
We see fragments.
He is cumulative.
We see him as we are.
And not as he is.
Well, hello there, little one.
You're Santa.
That I am.
Where are your elves?
I gave them the day off. Union rules.
Are your reindeer outside?
A little secret? I find public transportation to be more efficient.
So no reindeer?
Not till Christmas Eve.
When you bring the presents.
That's the tradition.
You bring everyone presents?
Well, everyone you know.
Mama said I could tell you what I want for Christmas.
That's what children all over the world do.
So I should tell you what I want?
You can.
And you'll bring it to me?
Isn't that why you asked me for it?
Yeah, because I want it. Mama said some children write you letters, but I don't know where you live. Do you live here?
Oh, no, I just came here to see you.
Do you live far away?
You would think it's far. So, you came here to see me?
Yes,
How nice. And to ask me for something?
for a present.
That's what I'm here for. So far, so good. Do you want to come closer? Are you as close as you want to be? You can stay where you are. I can hear you. So, you came here to ask me for something.
Yes, for a present. Mama said to.
Do you always listen to your mama? Really? You always try, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good for you. What can I do for you?
I want a baby.
You want a baby?
Yes.
I see. What kind of a baby?
A girl baby.
Oh, you want a girl baby.
Yes, a girl baby doll.
I see.
One that cries and opens and closes her eyes and has hair.
Oh, you want her to have hair.
Yes, hair like mine.
You have beautiful hair.
Thank you. It's just like my mama's,
So you want your baby to have hair just like yours?
but not as long.
Of course. Is there anything else I need to know?
Do you know where I live?
Yes, I do.
We don't have a chimney.
I know.
We used to have a chimney before we had to move because my daddy died.
Oh, I'm sorry about your daddy.
That's okay. Mama says he watches over me. But how are you going to get in to leave me my present?
Not to worry, little one. I don't need a chimney.
Why not? Mama says you come down the chimney.
Sometimes I use the chimney. Sometimes I enter other ways.
Like windows?
Occasionally.
You won't fit through our window. You're too fat.
You're a very observant little girl. I'll use the door then.
Mama locks the door to keep the bad people out.
Well, I'm not bad people.
She still locks it.
I can get in even if it's locked.
You can? With magic?
With keys. The elves have a side business.
They make toys and keys?
Busy little folk.
Okay, you can use the front door then.
Thanks.
So if you're going to come to my house,
Yes.
that means I'm
That you are what?
I'm on the nice list, right?
Didn't you say you listened to your mother and did what she asked?
Yes.
Then you are on the nice list.
So you'll bring me my baby doll?
Isn't that how you said it works?
Yes, if I'm good, you bring me what I ask you for.
That sounds simple enough.
Oh, I can't wait till you bring my baby. I'm going to feed her and walk her and give her baths, and she'll probably never cry much. Will she be under the tree or in my stocking?
Don't
Put her in the stocking, because she might not fit.
Like me through the window?
No, because she's not fat.
Of course. Under the tree it is.
But not on the floor. It's hard.
You have a point. I could put her on the sofa. How would that be?
Okay.
Just okay?
She could fall off the sofa.
Another good point. So, not the stocking, not the floor, not the sofa. This is a dilemma.
Maybe you could bring her a bed, too?
Ah, a bed! That would solve it, wouldn't it? What an excellent idea. I'll alert the elves.
Really? I wish it was Christmas right now.
Oh, the time will be here soon enough. Oh, and don't forget to leave me one of your mother's delicious cinnamon cookies. I don't need a chimney, but I do need one of those cookies.
I won't. Thank you.
Sleep, I'll wait for the red bee hums, the silent twilights fall. Evil from the gray rock comes to wrap the world in thrall. Beside the dying fire. Without the fire, baby, evil will come. Without the fire, we won't be warm. Without the moon, we won't be able to see. And then the monster comes. Without the fire, when the moon hides. You're scared too? You might die just like the fire. No more light. I can't protect us if we sleep. What if we die before we wake? What's in there? We see you. I can tell you're in there. Stay in there and don't come out. I'm not going to sleep. I won't sleep, so you can't come out. We're going to stay awake all night, and then you'll never stop our breathing. I'm tired too, but we can't sleep, baby. Evil comes when we sleep and takes away our breath. We have to call him again. He always comes. He'll protect our breath from the monster who tries to take it. And then we can sleep even if the fire dies and evil comes. He'll watch us through the darkest night and wake us in the morning light. Call him with me. The darkness comes. The sun sinks low. And soon we sleep too near our foe. Come night to us, in shining suit, put evil neath thy gleaming boot. Come night to us, brave night to us, come night in shining armor.
I am here, fair lady. And tiny other fair lady, I will watch thee both through the foul dark night.
Oh, sir, thank you for your kindness, for coming whenever we call.
Rest easy, my ladies. I drew nigh when I heard thy cry. What is it? What horror do you face with only this wee, seemingly silent maiden as a companion?
Evil from the gray rock comes again, and it's going to wrap our world in thrall. We have to sleep. The Queen commanded us, and so we need your help.
'Twould be merciful if this shrunken lady-in-waiting had any desire to serve thee. But fear not. I will stand between you and the evil and all the thrall he can muster. What is evil's nefarious plan this time?
It's the same. The Queen tells us we must go to bed. She says, no light, the door must be closed, and we cannot make a sound. It's so dark, and I'm so tired, but she doesn't believe in the monster or what happens at the end of each day when the sun goes down and we have to go to sleep.
Do tell me, milady, it is obvious that this minute one is mute?
It's the same as always. At night, when we go to sleep, the monster comes out of the closet, slides to the bed, and tries to suck in all our breath. If no one stops him, if we don't wake up, he takes away our air and we never wake up in the morning.
But, milady, you live. You are here tonight to beckon me to your side and the side of this curiously worthless waxen waif. Unless she is quiet but quite deadly?
No, she just doesn't do much. She can pee.
I knew it. Away, thou 3-inch fool. How is it that you survive these vile and nightly attacks?
What do you mean?
You are yet here. You live. Your breath is with you still. How is it that you carry on?
Because you saved me. Whenever I see the monster moving in the dark, I think of you. When he's waiting for me to fall asleep, I call you. And as I'm about to close my eyes, I say the magic words my daddy taught me, and you come. You always come.
Come night to us. Brave night to us.
Yes, they are magic words. Whenever I use them, they bring you to me.
It is true. Whenever I hear your sweet incantation, I am compelled to run to your aid.
Oh, Sir Knight, stay with us, between me and the monster in the closet. Watch over us and protect us from that ugly creature. I'm so afraid we'll die.
Close your eyes, fair lady. Fear not. I am with thee. I will guard thee with my life through this long and lightless night. And if evil should dare to venture from his lair and begin his ghastly inhalation, I shall fill his toothsome maw with my steely friend, and he will rue the day he ever tried to silence your sweet breath.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't be scared now. Close your eyes. We can sleep and breathe. Our night is come. Our night is here.
Dusk is drawn, and the green man's thorn is wreathed with rings of fog.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
Big day.
I'm not going.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Can't change my mind.
Okay.
Just go on without me.
All right.
I thought you were going without me.
I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Just not quite yet. Is that your father's watch?
You're gonna be late.
No, I won't. I'm speedy.
If you run, you'll get all sweaty.
Then I'll just walk quick.
Why are you sighing?
Not happy, I guess.
Why not? What do you have to not be happy about?
I can think of a few reasons.
Don't try to make me feel guilty. Just go to school.
I know, I will.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Why are you still here?
I'm waiting
Waiting for what?
for my friend.
What friend?
My friend who thinks high school is going to suck and is determined to hate it.
That's me.
Yep.
Stop waiting for me. I told you, go on without me.
I will.
So go.
Why would you rather sit here and feel bad than go with me?
I don't know, only a million reasons.
Like what?
Like, I don't know where anything is. Like, I don't know how to find my classes. Like, I don't know where my locker is or what room it's by or when I can go to it or if there'll even be enough time to
Stop. It's all right. I'll show you where everything is.
But you don't know the locker combination they gave me and I forgot.
Yeah, but the office will know it, and you don't need it today anyway. Besides, that backpack of yours could hold a small library.
Then there's lunch. I don't have anyone to eat with. All my friends went to the other high school, except my best friend who had to move across country this summer.
I thought I was your best friend.
You're different.
Different?
Yeah, we're not really best friends. We're family friends. Your dad makes you look out for me because he and my dad were best friends. You didn't choose me. You got stuck with me.
That's not true. Nobody made me do anything. And being family friends just means I've known you better and longer than ordinary friends.
No, you don't.
I knew you'd be here. I knew you wouldn't want to go to school.
I
knew
know you care about me and everything. It's just that you're old
I'm less than 2 years older than
and you have lots of other friends, and it's not like we really hang out.
We can hang out.
Do what?
Whatever makes you happy.
Nothing's gonna make me happy because I have to go to this stupid school by myself
By yourself?
with a bunch of strangers, and then there's lunch. The worst part of the whole day. I don't know how to buy my food, and only nerds bring their lunches. And I don't have anyone to sit with, so I'll look pathetic eating all by myself, and I can't do it. I can't go.
I'll look for you, and then you can sit with me.
People will think I'm weird. Freshmen don't eat with juniors.
They do if they're cool.
No, I've never been cool. I just try not to get stuck in the loser group. But people will see I don't have any friends my own age, and then they'll think I'm hopelessly weird, and then they'll either make fun of me or feel sorry for me, which is probably worse.
Why would anybody feel sorry for you? You're smart, pretty, funny. Not today, but mostly.
No, I'm not. I'm ugly. Look at my hair. It's hideous. And I started breaking out, and nobody wants to spend time with me doing anything.
Your best friend wanted to
I
spend
told you she moved.
I know. But I'm here, and I'm spending time with you right now.
We're not having fun.
I can't disagree with that. So, let's start walking and see if we can't make that more entertaining.
You haven't changed my mind.
You know, I was just thinking, since your old best friend had to go away, that means there must be an opening, right? And I move in by default. Time to celebrate my promotion and the fact that now you get to go to high school with your best friend after all. Things have taken a cheery turn.
When you get to school, you'll see all your old friends and you'll forget about me.
No, I won't. I've never forgotten about you. Remember middle school? I showed you around and you never got lost again.
That school was way smaller. No one could get lost there. The halls were color-coded.
Remember kindergarten? On the first day, I saved you a place on the bus and a seat for that doll you always had to have with you. I walked you to your room. I even waved at you at recess.
You didn't play with me.
Well, you had to stay in the kindergarten playground, but I kept an eye on you the whole time.
You did?
Yeah. You just don't remember because you were having such a good time on that slide.
That was a good slide.
I
loved that
slide.
It's just that I hate beginnings. You finally get used to something and then you have to move on to something new. New people, new places, new rules. Why can't things just stay the same?
Because teenagers don't fit on the kindergarten slide.
I could.
I don't think so.
You calling me fat?
I'm calling you grown up.
I don't want to be grown up. I want to play on the old playground and have my old friends and not go to this new school.
You didn't want to go to kindergarten either, or middle school, or camp, or soccer practice, or to bed at night.
Most things scare me.
But you learn to like all of them, eventually.
I guess. I really like going to bed.
I'm right about this. And you'll like high school too, if you give it a chance.
You'll make sure I know where to go.
Absolutely.
I won't have to eat by myself.
Not unless you hide from me.
Show me how to buy my food.
I'll go first, and then you just do what I do.
What if you buy something I don't like?
Now you're just making up problems.
Okay.
Okay, like we can go now?
Okay, like, I guess so.
Great! Come on.
Hey, I couldn't do this without you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here.
What about the next time?
Well, what next time?
The next time I have to do something hard.
You even have to ask?
I like to be sure.
I'll be there to help you.
Really?
Really.
You promise?
I promise I will always be there for you.
Okay. We can go. Thanks.
Anytime. Yes, come in. Take a seat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity to meet with you.
Yes, of course.
This is a beautiful campus.
Yes, it certainly is.
Much prettier than in the pictures.
Indeed.
I've wanted to be a student here since I knew what college was. I did a paper on its founding for my AP history class. It's always been my first choice.
It's everyone's first choice.
Right. And I can certainly see why now that I'm here.
So, why do you want to attend our school, other than our prodigious origin story and the obvious skills of our landscape architect?
An excellent question.
Thank you.
Given its unequaled ranking among schools.
Everyone's aware of its ranking, but that's not the real reason why you want to go here.
It's certainly part of the reason.
No, it isn't. Why does its ranking matter to you?
I want the best education I can get
I see. Why?
so that I can be successful when I graduate.
Successful at what?
I've been seriously considering studying Celtic mythology.
I'm particularly interested in mythical figures like the Green Man. When seen at dusk, he's a symbol of death. But I haven't settled on a major yet.
So you're undecided regarding what you want to succeed, but you think that we can help you achieve that non-specific goal?
Yes.
Then to summarize, you want to attend this school because other people speak positively of it, and you think that it will help you achieve some unquantified measure of excellence in some unspecified area.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Actually, it's exactly what you just said. So, why don't we begin again, and you can answer my question in a way that more closely represents your desires. Why do you want to attend this school?
Because I believe that this school will provide me with opportunities to discover who I am and who I can become.
You don't know who you are.
Yet, to some extent, well, we can all become more self-aware.
Who do you think you are now?
Who am I? I was born in a small town, and
Yes, I know. It's in your bio.
I was raised by a single mom who emphasized the importance.
In your bio.
I went to an excellent high school where I concentrated
on your transcript.
I played the violin for 12 years.
On your resume.
I went on a mission trip to Guatemala.
Part of your essay. And every applicant has gone on a humanitarian trip. Look, you submitted a skillful application. Excellent grades, glowing recommendations et al. That's why you're here with me today. That's why they all come and share the exact same story. What makes you different?
Different?
Different than all the other straight-A concert-giving applicants who spend their free time serving in the third world while mentoring the disadvantaged here at home.
I'm an athlete.
Nationally ranked?
No.
All state?
No.
All district?
No.
What else?
我会讲中文
Fluently?
more conversationally.
Fuiste a Guatemala? Hablas español?
Pardon me?
Te entiendo. Sprechen Sie irgendwelche andere Sprachen?
I have no idea what you just said, but I took a year of French in middle school.
Pourquoi tu avais d'étudier le français?
Parce que it's been a long time.
Sui nuju yang yingyuma.
Yes, only English and some Chinese.
What?
Duibuchi.
What else?
I organized a fundraiser for the American Heart Association.
How much did you raise?
$5,000.
Oh, 5,000.
I work at a food bank. I sold more Girl Scout cookies than anyone in my entire troop. I adopted a rescue dog. I always pick up trash when I see it. I almost never speed. I dressed up as this school's mascot for multiple Halloweens. Well, that was my dad's idea, but I liked it.
Your father is an alumnus?
Yes, was.
That isn't in your application.
I wanted to get in on my own merit.
I see. Well, thank you for your interest in our school. You'll be hearing from us soon.
Wait, that's it? This is the end of the process that I have been working for and sacrificing for as long as I can remember. This is it? I'm dismissed, deemed unacceptable. All the things I've done, when viewed in their entirety, are just simply not enough. I am not enough?
You must understand that we receive applications from the very best students, from every high school, in school districts from countries all over the world. We simply cannot accept every one of them.
I'm not asking you to accept every one of them. I'm asking you to accept one of them, me. To look at the sum total of my life and see beyond the facts and figures, to see the sacrifice and effort, to see the determination and desire, to see that it is those things that make me different, that make me who I am, that make me special.
Please be assured that we will review all portions of your essay and your application before we make a decision. But again, this is a school for exceptional people.
That is all I have ever tried to be.
I'm sure it is. Please enjoy the rest of your campus visit and don't forget to stop by the garden near the quad. It is significantly more impressive than in the pictures. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will take a moment to rest my voice. Please feel free to take advantage of this time to absorb the wealth of information you have just received. I will lift my umbrella when I am prepared to begin again.
Pardon me, sir, but would it be all right?
No. Sorry. Resting.
I was just wondering if I might.
Quiet. Resting, as in a state of rest. No noise. Hush.
Sorry. I'm just going to go.
Madam, do you not understand that it is my solemn obligation, indeed I have made it my profound duty, to provide for you all that you need to know about this time and this place? I have in my soul the capability of filling every second of your waking day. I do not have the physical ability to match my potential without occasionally resting my voice. I cannot answer your likely pedestrian questions and serve this eager group to my utmost. I will take a moment to rest my voice. Hush. Madam, look to the umbrella.
Okay, I'll watch for the umbrella, and you don't have to talk or anything. You can just nod if it's okay. But I was hoping that I could take a moment to just go across the way. You see, it's a suggestion in my book, and so I will be no more than 5 minutes. Okay?
Your book?
Your voice. Just nod if it's okay.
Please, madam, you must tell me. I'm achingly curious. What is it? Fodor's? Lonely Planet? Let's go skipping tra-la-la someplace?
It's just a book my mom gave me when I graduated. Well, actually, it's a journal. You see, my dad traveled after he graduated, and so my mom thought I might like to see some of the places he saw. In his journal, he wrote about some of the places he went. My mom was a bit worried about me going alone, so we settled on this tour. Sorry, too much information. The point is, I just need to go across the way, okay?
May I see that book?
Oh, it won't mean anything to you. And I know we're on a tight schedule, so I really have got to get going if I'm going to be back in time.
What is across the way?
Well, it's not really anything specific. It's
How could it possibly be?
possibly be what?
Specific. You know, details. richness, texture.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to just go across the way for a moment. That's all, I promise.
Because?
Your voice. I'm worried that if you keep talking, you'll never be able to get through the tour. Okay. You see, it's not really a specific place that he's talking about. It's more his general philosophy, things to make a trip better. One of his ideas is to always go across the way. I think the point is that you get to see things that aren't part of the beaten path. Places tourists don't usually get to see. He said not to be afraid, to explore on your own, to find your own way. So I'm going to go see what's across the way, okay?
This, madam, is an issue of trust.
Trust?
As in, whom do you place your trust? Me or your father who wrote this a generation ago? Me or some chatty woman you met on the bus who says she's been here before? Me or some sign down the road that suggests that your life will be somehow incomplete unless you see the world's largest ball of twine? Me, madam, or you?
This seems to have gotten a bit complicated. I came on this tour to see things. I'm not sure why I need to declare some sort of allegiance now. I just want to go across the way.
This is not complicated. It's simple. I am prepared to unfold before you everything that you need to see. If you follow your book, you'll see nothing. It's simple. Follow me, see everything. Follow your book, see nothing.
But I can do both. I can see all the things you've planned and see the things I want to on our breaks.
No, you can't. You see, when you chose this particular journey, you also chose your captain. If you choose at this point to jump ship, as it were, you will be left to captain your own ship. Ours will have sailed on.
You mean if I go across the way now while you're on a break and I have my own free time to see something else just for a minute, you'll leave me behind?
No, never. You will have left me.
But I'll be right back.
No, you won't be right back. You'll be captured by some kitschy trinket, some one-of-a-kind bauble. You'll be sucked in by the smells and colors emanating from the carts of the local peddlers who are serving up delectable dishes filled with local flavor and local filth. In your fruitless search, you will think you have time to scan one more shop, but you will miscalculate the amount of time it takes to return. You will scurry, you will run, you will race, but when you return, we will be gone. You see, madam, you can't be right back.
I appreciate your concern. And I recognize that you are far more familiar with this area than I am. There might not be anything across the way. But I want to find that out for myself. I want to make a few choices of my own. This tour specifically said that there would be free time. Free time when I could decide where to go and what to see. This is my time now, and I'm going to do with it what I want. So I am going to go across the way.
What exactly do you think you'll see that I haven't already shown you?
I don't know. That's not the point. The point is, whatever I see, I will have found on my own. I will have discovered it, not been led to it. I will decide what it is and what it means and why it's important. It may not be important to you, but it will be to me. because I will decide why to see it and what to know about it. And no one will tell me to think it's great. I'm going to go across the way.
Trust me, madam, this will not be the best moment of your trip.
I trust you, but I know what I need in order to fully enjoy my trip. I am going across the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the umbrella is raised. We will be re-embarking on our journey immediately. I trust that you have taken this moment to ponder the significance of the place you are now. Now, understanding that our next stop will be, no doubt, overwhelming, I hope you have taken a rest. Pick up your heels, ladies and gentlemen. We will be moving at a good clip.
Oh, it's time to go? You're moving on? But I haven't gone across the way yet. Couldn't you give us 5 more minutes? 3. I could do it in 3.
Prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. History may have forgotten our next stop, but I have not, and neither will you after today.
Fine. I'll come with you. But this is the part of the trip that I will remember the least. The only thing I will remember is what you wouldn't let me do. The things I've missed. Apparently there's nothing free about this tour. We're only free to do things your way.
That's fine if it helps for you to see it that way.
Lead us to your next unmissable experience.
Well, looky here. I didn't expect you to be back so soon. Why, you must have torn like a bat out of who knows where. You didn't hit that big old pothole a couple miles yonder, did you? Because my mechanic ain't in today.
Nope, I never actually got there. I've been lost for about an hour. It turns out your directions were kind of hard to follow.
Well, I am sorry, ma'am, but you did say you preferred the scenic route.
I generally prefer going across the way to see the things people usually miss, but I think it was a bad choice this time. Can you tell me how to get there the easy way? I was supposed to be there 15 minutes ago.
No problem, ma'am. I'm here to help.
I got a phone signal for about a mile and then I lost it. How do people usually find things around here?
Well, we mostly know all the ways to get everywhere we need to be.
Well, I would be most grateful if you could tell me in detail the quickest, easiest way.
Will do, ma'am. So you go out on that road there, the one you started on before,
Okay.
turn left at the telephone pole.
And how do I find the telephone pole? I missed it last time.
Well, you can't miss it. It's just about a Farsi up the road.
A what? What's a Farsi?
Well, you know, about as far as you can see up the road.
Oh my. Okay, and at the pole I go left.
Right.
I go right?
Oh, shoot, no, I meant correct. You go left.
Okay, got it, I think.
Now you're going to be driving up north into the hills.
This is the way I tried to go before.
Yeah, it's getting different coming up.
Okay.
Now, remember, this is the place with no lights nor nothing for about 5 miles. But don't rely on your odometer. It's just an approximation.
Yeah, I got that part right.
When you come to the crossroads, you go north.
I thought I was going north.
You got a fine sense of directions there, Missy. By the time you get to that intersection, you'll have turned around so many times that right is north, so go right.
Okay, I think I did that.
Yeah. You remember now, this is where we're going to diverge from the easier path. Last time I had you go straight till you could smell the pig farm.
Oh, I smelled it.
I told you couldn't miss it. Pungent, ain't it? It just sort of rolls around in your nose and mouth till it gets all stuck in your teeth. Becomes a sort of emotional thing.
It was startling.
And you thought your granny's pre-tic-tac breath was gonna compare.
I think this might have been where I got off track. The stench made me a bit nauseated, and I might have missed something.
Well, don't worry, you won't this time. We're not going anywhere near Stubby's farm.
Oh, I'm not sure anything's worth repeating that experience. I don't care how gifted a florist Gert is.
I hear you. All right, now you're gonna go straight till you come to Devil's Fork. The road basically breaks into three. Look for the road with the dog on it.
Oh.
There'll be a dog on one of the three roads. That's the road you'll want to take.
What kind of dog?
Don't know. Part hound, mostly mutt.
You mean a real dog?
Yes, ma'am.
A real dog in the road will tell me which one to take.
Yep.
How do you know he'll be in the right road?
Well, all three roads lead down into the ravine, which is generally flooded. Usually one road is passable. The dog will know which road.
What if he's not there at all? What if he's off peeing or something?
Oh, he'll be there.
How can you be so sure?
It's what he does. Mysterious, ain't it?
I'm not sure this sounds easier. Okay, so I go to the three-pronged road, and I take the one with the psychic dog. I assume he'll be off to the side so I don't run him over.
Yeah, bad assumption.
His ESP doesn't tell him when cars are coming?
Well, it ain't that. It's just he's real old, like 27 or something, and both his hips have arthritis.
I suppose once I pass, I'll have to put him back.
He'd be much obliged. So now, when you go down through the road into the ravine, you'll be looking for the entrance to the hollow.
Oh, don't tell me. I have to find a one-legged squirrel whose tail will be pointing me in the right direction.
No, that's the other way. I'm just kidding. Now, you're going to be looking for a golf cart and a bird bath.
A golf cart? Why would anyone have a golf cart up here? There can't be a golf course anywhere near here.
Don't everybody want a golf cart? Yep. About this time of day, the Harmon boy will be driving his up and down the road that leads to the holler.
Why?
That child ain't quite right. He likes the repetition.
So I turn where he is.
Well, now, you can't know exactly where he'll be now, can you? That's why the bird bath is so important.
Of course.
Now, there will be bird baths in lots of yards, but the one you're looking for will have a little girl a-sitting in it.
A real one, I suppose.
You know an unreal girl?
No, but I'm learning about all sorts of things today.
Baby Gert will be sitting in that bird bath. That's your road.
And the house I want is at the end of it.
Yep. Ain't you curious why she's sitting in there?
Not if it doesn't affect my ability to find the house.
It don't.
I'm just not sure that this way is any easier.
It can't be any worse. You didn't even make it halfway on the scenic route.
You make a good point, but I'm not at all sure I'm going to make it this time.
You mind my asking? Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll call ahead and have baby Gert wave you down when you get close.
Well, if I get close.
Do you mind if I ask you what you want Gert's services for?
Oh, she's doing the flowers for my wedding.
What? You're getting married? Congratulations!
Thanks. The flowers are the last thing I have to take care of.
Is it going to be a big wedding?
Oh, no. Mostly friends, close family, that's all.
My daughter got married last summer. Walking her down the aisle was the proudest, saddest moment of my life. Your daddy going to walk you down?
No, my dad died when I was little.
Oh, I am sorry. Everybody needs a father. That don't seem right.
It's okay. My best friend since childhood's going to do it.
How'd you hear about Gert anyway? She only works with locals.
Oh, she's my fiance's aunt.
You're a historian. Why ain't that a twisteroo? Which nephew?
John.
John.
Yes.
Who's his mama?
Daisy Grace. She's the one that insisted we use Gert for the flowers.
You're marrying Dindu.
Dindu?
Oh, that's what we used to call him when he lived around here. I ain't seen or heard a peep from him in years. I want to say going on decades.
Well, I don't think it's been that long. He's been at school. That's where we met, at the state college. And since then, he's been busy starting his career. There hasn't been much time for visits home.
Sure.
Why did people call him Dindu?
Yeah. Trouble seemed to follow that boy around like a pesky skeeter. Every time something bad would happen, the first words out his mouth would be, "I didn't do it." Said it so often, we called him Dindu.
Well, fortunately, that all seems to be behind him. He's very successful.
Good to hear. Glad he's put it behind him. Hope he stays ahead of him. He sure left a wake of chaos trailing after him as a youngin'. Plenty of people near to drown in it.
Well, he hasn't told me much about his childhood.
Yeah, well, he might not. But it wouldn't hurt to have you ask a few questions.
Right. Well, I suppose we've all done things growing up that we'd rather people not remember.
That's the straight truth right there. But some things are a mite tougher to forget than some others.
Right. Well, gotta get to Gert, so.
Hey, why didn't Dindu come down here and show you around the place?
Like I said, he's very busy.
Right.
I'm afraid that I may not do any better with this set of directions than the last one you gave me.
Well, Missy, they're as clear as the sky outside. Just follow what I told you.
I'm afraid there's too much room for interpretation. Like I might see the wrong dog in the road or find the wrong little girl in the bird bath. There's no street signs or house numbers. It's just one big confusing maze. Do you at least have a map? Something I could use if I get lost again.
Well, I got a general map of the area, but ain't nobody mapped out the details of the holler. Now, you're just going to have to follow the instructions best you can.
Well, I don't have time to mess up again, so let's just hope this set makes more sense to me than the last one.
Nothing wrong with the last set. You just need to follow what I gave you. I can't help it if you can't follow city signs.
And I'll never get a phone signal.
Well, if you hold it up high enough and turn it the right way, you might get a couple of bars in some places.
Great. Well, here I go again. Wish me luck.
You don't need it. Just follow what I told you. Oh, and tell Dindu I said hey, and to treat you right.
Okay. Thanks. Pardon me, sir. Do you have a minute?
Yes, come in, sit down.
Thank you. I just wanted to let you know that I finished those reports you asked me for. The information you wanted for your meeting is in a PowerPoint that I emailed to you, and I've connected with the other department heads regarding the memo you sent.
Excellent. Yeah, where's the file with the forms that were due Monday? Where on my desk? Oh, wait. Here it is. Thanks.
Since I finished these, I was hoping that I might be able to take a little time off, just a long weekend.
We got a little behind on these. The deadline was Monday. Can you complete them and make sure they go out today?
I'm not sure this is anything I've done before. I really don't know how to even.
They're basically self-explanatory.
Yeah, I'm not sure they are. I am completely unfamiliar with these.
You'll figure it out. You have until 5 o'clock today.
I'm not sure that will be enough time.
Now, I know you've been working a lot of extra hours lately, but until we get through the next month's conference, I'm just not sure we can get by without you.
That's flattering, sir, but part of the reason I worked those extra hours was to be sure I had everything prepared and taken care of.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, but things always pop up, don't they?
Yes, I suppose.
In fact, we've hit a little snag with the caterers. I'd like to see if you can sort it out.
Well, of course, I'm sure that won't take long.
Well, it won't as long as long as you can negotiate them into the target price bracket. People respond well to you.
Again, thank you, but I'm not sure price negotiation really falls in my job description.
Perhaps, technically speaking, but as you know, here we believe in using people's individual strengths to benefit the whole. And you are very persuasive.
Well, this situation might not support that assessment.
You're supposed to be fielding my calls. Look at my calendar. I can't possibly talk with them until the end of the week. I do not understand the rush. Fine. Have them call, what's your extension?
1308?
1308, extension 1308. Tell them to leave a detailed message and we'll solve the problem before the end of the business day. You'll need to check your voicemail when you get back to your desk.
What's it about?
It'll be on your voicemail. Oh, and I'm concerned about the schedule for the afternoon meetings. We may have to flip the one on 3 o'clock.
Afternoon meetings?
At the conference.
Oh, I'm sure that can be easily handled by your assistant.
She's really buried at the moment with another project. Just look over it and see if you think it's worth revising the schedule.
Yes, sir. If I get all of this taken care of and I leave tomorrow for additional troubleshooting, are you okay with me taking Friday off?
Didn't you get a vacation a few days ago?
That was an FMLA day. My daughter was sick.
Yes? Well, call him back and ask to speak with the manager. Why? I don't see what the problem is. Never mind. I'll get someone else to handle it. I have another issue for you to resolve.
Sir, wait. I appreciate the trust you have in me, and I don't mean to complain, but this is really more than I can handle effectively.
Don't be silly. You're one of our finest employees.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm not sure I've got this.
No, I'm positive. Remember last year's conference? You told me the same thing, and yet it came off without a hitch.
It nearly killed me. I spent the 2 days after it in bed.
Oh, and one of our attendees has celiacs and 3 are vegans. Will you remind the caterers of that when you talk with them?
Oh. I'm not overstating the fact that I can't handle this. I've barely seen my family in weeks.
You had that sick day.
I can't remember the last time I ran the dishwasher because we haven't eaten a meal that didn't come out of a bucket or a styrofoam box in who knows how long.
Your daughter must be thrilled. Kids love eating out.
Yeah, she's fine with it, but my husband's not. He says my job made him gain 10 pounds. It's just, my house is a mess. I have no clean clothes, and you really don't want to know how long it's been since I've showered. I can't do this. And sir, those are just the symptoms.
Symptoms?
I haven't told you everything that's going on because I wanted to keep an appropriate distance between my personal life and my job, but I just feel like the balance is off. I'm never home in time to help my daughter with her homework or spend any meaningful time with her during the week. I feel like she's growing up so quickly and I'm missing it. And my husband complains that I'm giving too much time to my job and not enough time to him, although he's on the road for his job most weeks. Anyway, I feel like my family is being affected, and the stress of that is causing me to be less productive here.
Job performance has been consistently exceptional.
That has always been my goal, but I feel like I can't maintain that standard with everything else that's going on.
Why did you take this job?
Because it was a great opportunity.
Well, this may sound harsh, but then why are you complaining about doing the job? This is what you signed up for.
Is it?
Yes, it is. You wanted to work for a company that appreciated your skills, that pushed you to learn new things, that gave you opportunities to grow. Have we done that?
Yes, I guess.
You knew it was going to be a challenge, but you liked that.
I guess so.
It's what you told me in the job interview. I understand that circumstances have changed and that your personal life is currently adding stress, but did you think that your entire life would simply unfold in exactly the way you wanted it to? How many days turn out that way here? And you expected your life to be predictable or manageable?
Well, I knew there'd be bumps, detours.
If I told you the personal crises of each person in this office, you'd be stunned. Marriage problems, mental problems, health problems, financial problems, troubled kids, aging parents. The list just goes on, and so do we. We do hard things because life gives us no other options. I hired you because I knew you could do whatever was asked of you. Was I wrong?
No. I can do it. I just need a little break. Just a long weekend.
I can give you a long lunch. Take 2 hours if you want to. Just be sure that you stay until those items we've discussed are all finished.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and on your way out, my assistant has a list of potential clients that need to be contacted by the end of the week. Several of them are international, so you may need to contact them from home due to the time difference.
Yes, sir.
Well, enjoy your lunch, and remember, you got this. Thanks for hanging back for a minute. My receptionist will watch your daughter. I wanted to check on you and see how you're doing.
Well, I've been tired lately. Really tired. Sort of exhausted.
How much sleep are you getting?
About 6 hours usually.
That's not enough. You should be getting 7 or 8.
Sometimes I have trouble getting to sleep.
How often?
Most nights, every night.
Do you wake up during the night?
Sometimes,
Do you have trouble getting back to sleep?
when I'm worried about something.
How often are you?
I worry a lot.
Do you find yourself falling asleep when you're watching TV or on the computer?
No, not really.
Do you snore?
Well, my husband complains about everything I do, but he's never mentioned that, so I guess not.
Ever wake up in the middle of the night fighting to catch your breath?
No.
Are you under extra stress currently?
Besides the obvious, well, I have a full-time job, a husband that travels, and a needy dog, so stress is my default mode.
Any other symptoms?
I get headaches.
How often?
About once a day-ish.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how severe?
Is 10 high?
Yes.
Like, want to cut your head off high?
Sure.
And 1 is no headache?
Noticeable but non-impacting.
I don't know.
Approximate.
I I don't really get the scale. I mean, your pain level 5 and mine might be totally different.
It's not an objective measure, it's your perception of the pain.
Those numbers seem very objective. Everyone knows what 5 is. If you ask me for 5 donut holes, I can't give you 3 because your 5 is my 3.
Give me your best estimate.
I estimate the pain to be medium. No, medium rare. Definitely medium rare. That allows for a range somewhere between a cool red and warm pink, depending on who's doing the labeling.
All right, 5 it is. Do you exercise?
Ooh, that's a tricky question.
Tricky how?
Well, do you mean exercise as in move around a lot, or like the go to the gym and sweat kind?
The sweating kind.
Darn. Sometimes I sweat when I'm moving around. I don't know. Look, I appreciate you checking on me. It's very kind of you. But I don't think you can really help me unless you can help my daughter.
Let me see if I can provide you with some relief.
Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to that.
First of all, idiopathic cephalgia is largely benign and self-limiting, so there's little reason for concern.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you just said, except for the no concern part, which sounds like good news, but I'd like to know why I should be relieved.
Headaches of unknown origin are mostly harmless and go away on their own.
So you don't know what's causing my headaches?
Well, from what you've told me, it would seem that they're a result of stress.
My exhaustion too, I suppose.
Given your life circumstances, I think it's safe to assume that the fatigue is circumstantially and not physiologically based.
Meaning?
Well, there's no indication of apnea or narcolepsy, hypersomnolence. I don't think your situation warrants further tests until we try to mitigate the obvious cause. I believe stress is the cause of your headaches and sleep issues as well.
Great. So I just need to relax.
That would help.
I thought you wanted to help me, Doc. My life is too complicated for such simple solutions. And ultimately, the best way to help me is to help my daughter.
I can give you information on relaxation techniques. Meditation is often therapeutic.
I know I have a stressful life. I can't change that. I need a diagnosis that has a cure. Life isn't curable.
Well, actually,
Death is never a solution.
I agree. But your situation really is treatable. Start with some lifestyle changes, and if that doesn't work, then we can look into medication.
It might be easier just to start with the medication.
There are side effects.
Lifestyle changes have side effects as well.
Yes, almost always positive ones.
Obviously, you haven't seen me when I'm forced to do sweaty exercise or I'm denied a Snickers bar. Definitely not positive.
I'll have my nurse provide you with the literature.
I don't want literature. I just want to feel better. You got my hopes up. I just would really like to feel better.
And you will. I assure you. No caffeine after 4 o'clock. Control your salt intake. No electronics 30 minutes before bed. Consistent sleep schedule. Get at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. Try meditation.
This is not helpful.
Yes, it is. You just aren't getting the help the way you want it. But you'll be happy with the results, I promise.
You said you wanted to see how I was doing. I said I'm not sleeping and get frequent headaches.
Yes, we covered this.
I know, but you haven't given me a workable solution. So I thought we should start over. I need you to give me something for the headaches and something for my sleep problems.
And I gave you protocols to treat them both.
I don't have time to exercise or meditate.
I bet you do.
You don't know what my schedule's like.
It's just a matter of prioritizing. It's important that you make time for healthy habits.
I don't have time for that.
Yes, you do. You also said that you had a dog. Walking him daily will help you get the exercise that you need.
Her, she's a girl.
Walking her.
But exercise is not going to give me the results right away. And not getting enough exercise is only going to cause me more stress, which is what I'm supposed to avoid.
All I can do is give you the information, the steps for becoming healthier. You have to decide if it's worth it.
Worth it? To give up the little free time I have and the things I enjoy to do things I don't like?
You'll see the results, and then you'll like them.
I seriously doubt that. You aren't telling me anything I didn't know before I came in here. Don't you think I Googled how to fix sleep problems and headaches? You've got to have a better solution than something I can come up with on the internet in 5 minutes. That's why you went to school forever and can charge these outrageous amounts of money for your secret cures.
I don't have any secret cures.
That seems to be the conclusion we keep coming to. So now I'm going to go home, take my dog for a brisk walk, download some meditation app in order to try to sleep tonight. Seems like a long shot.
If you consistently follow my suggestions, I'm sure you will see noticeable improvements.
And if not, I'm coming back for pain meds and sleeping pills.
I'm sure that won't be necessary.
I'm sure it would be a whole lot easier.
You need to take care of yourself and not just your daughter. Welcome to Barney's Buffet, where if you don't leave with your belt undone, we haven't done our job.
Thank you.
Are you a first-timer?
Yes, actually.
Oh, good. We love people that are here for the first time. Let me explain how this works.
Okay.
Number 1, eat dessert first. Number 2, try anything you want. Number 3, don't stop till you're totally full and satisfied.
Wow, that wasn't what I was expecting.
But mostly, enjoy yourself. Oh, and use a clean plate every time you go back for more.
Oh, right, I know that one.
I hope you came hungry, because I expect no less than 10 dirty plates on your table when you go.
I'll do my best.
That's all we can ask. So, what brings you to our cozy establishment?
Truthfully, I have to start making some lifestyle changes tomorrow, and I wanted one last splurge before committing to drudgery.
Well, you've come to the right place. We are Splurge Central. It is my goal to make sure that I provide you with everything to make you happy. Is anyone joining you tonight?
No, I was just heading home for work, saw your sign, and made an impulsive decision.
And a fine impulsive decision it was.
Probably should have called my family, had them meet me here. My daughter would love this place. But my husband can get a little judgy about the things I eat, and I figured I didn't need that on my last day of food freedom.
No, you do not. And it's hard to be judgy with a mouthful of banana cream pie. And nobody can resist our banana cream pie.
Oh, I love banana cream pie.
Let me show you around. This is the main buffet. It has all our sides and our desserts. And I wasn't joking when I told you you could have pie as your appetizer. We have 16 varieties, all homemade. Also, cakes and cobblers. This is the potato station. Mashed, baked, hashed, stuffed, and au gratin. Here are our breads and rolls. And don't worry, no one's going to follow you around and tell you not to fill up on bread. Try any or all of it. Here are the meats. Chicken, pork, steak. How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare, if that means a warm pink center.
If that's how you like it, that's exactly how we'll cook it. Warm pink it is.
Why have I never heard of this place?
I have no idea. Pretty great, isn't it?
Yeah.
We also have seafood. Fish, shrimp, lobster.
You serve lobster here?
Of course we do. You like it, don't you?
Oh, I love it.
Just the tails, though. Less work for our guests.
Oh, that's my favorite part. I can't believe you serve all you can eat lobster. Oh, wait. I forgot to ask how much this all costs. It might be out of my price range given all the choices that you have.
You're in luck. For first-timers, it's pay what you can. You decide what it's worth, and that's what you pay.
That sounds too good to be true.
Nonsense. It's exactly as good as it should be. This is what you deserve. Life is too hard for you not to indulge every now and again without paying an arm and a leg.
I cannot believe I haven't been here before.
Neither can I. This way to the ice cream station.
No way! Ice cream too?
Soft serve and scoopable.
Do you allow people to put it on their pancakes and pies?
Are you kidding? We insist on it. Put it on your lobster if it makes you happy.
Do you rent rooms? Can I move in here?
We get asked that a lot. There is one other thing that I need to tell you. Now, understand it's entirely up to you, but I am obligated to make you aware of it.
I knew there had to be a catch.
Now, look. Way over there, down the stairs, well, under the stairs, really, in that corner are our vegetables. Now, understand many of our customers choose to skip that section, and we're fine with that. But if you happen to be the kind of person that's drawn to that particular facet of the food universe, understand that you will not be judged or treated differently. We serve a wide selection of vegetables, covering everything in the culinary rainbow. Eat, don't eat, up to you.
I like some vegetables.
Well, good for you. Way to speak up. Nothing to be ashamed of. Well, I guess that concludes my little tour. Any questions?
What time do you close?
In 15 minutes. Go!
No!
I'm kidding. We don't close. Ever. We're open 24/7.
You mean I could stay here and eat all night long?
Many people have.
No limits?
Only those you impose on yourself.
Well, then the only question I have is, do I start with the pie or cobbler?
Question for the ages. But our plates are big enough for both. My only recommendation is ice cream on either.
I cannot believe I found this place. I don't remember the last time I felt this excited. I feel like a kid in a candy shop, only this is way better.
Have I shown you to our candy counter? Who can take a sunrise? Sprinkle it with dew.
Oh, you can!
Then let the fun begin.
Oh, yay!
Oh, and if that little lifestyle change doesn't work out for you, I expect to see you back here every week with your entire family. And please, spread the word. Tell your friends, your family, your neighbors. Everybody deserves to know about us.
I will. This place is too good to keep to myself. Oh, thank you. I have never wanted a glass of water more in my entire life. Boy, I needed that. Which you obviously knew by looking at me. Oh, I must look awful. I don't know how those heroines in those adventure movies never look sweaty. I had no idea my body was capable of exuding this amount of moisture. I cannot believe how hot it is here. I had read it as that it was hot. But this is a whole new level. I feel like I can barely breathe. I guess you get used to the heat. You'd have to, or people would be passing out in the streets all the time. Oh, this is not what I expected. Not at all. Oh, it's nice though. Quaint. I'm glad to be away from all the kitschy trappings of the tourist meccas. You must be glad you don't have to deal with tourists. They can be so obnoxious. Always thinking that everything at home is superior to whatever place they're visiting. Expecting everyone to understand them, to take pictures of them, cater to their every need. I think you should embrace the cultural traditions of a place you're visiting. See how the local people live, what they enjoy. That's why I came out here. I didn't want to see what people thought represented this place. I wanted to see reality, real life, not the stuff on guidebook covers and paperweights. It requires a bit more daring. I think it's worth it. Definitely worth it. I packed all the wrong things though. But how do you know what you pack for a place you've never experienced? You know, I could literally throw out half of what I brought and I would never notice anything missing. You know, that's the point of adventuring, I guess. Finding out what you really need. I should add that to my journal. Finding out what you really need. Perfect. You see, I don't know anyone who's ever been here or even wanted to come. Oh, not that it's not nice. It's just not a vacation destination that gets a lot of media coverage. Anybody can go to the Eiffel Tower or the Colosseum, but this requires intention, purpose. But it also means nobody had any advice. You should have seen the faces of the people when I told them my plans. They just stared at me. My best friend, my coworkers, the only one who thought this sounded like fun was this fabulous buffet captain at this wonderful place I've started frequenting, but he's all for trying new things. I don't know what made me decide to come in the first place. Oh, except I knew I didn't want to try one of those tours again. Too prescriptive, no say in what you get to do. Oh, I appreciated it the first time. When I was younger, I went, I didn't have to make any decisions, but no surprises. That's not for me these days. So here I sit, in the middle of nowhere, nearly dehydrated and about a half a degree from heat stroke, but I found it myself. My mom thought it would be good for me to take a break, get away from everything for a little while. She said, it sounded like an interesting idea to go someplace no one knew me. No one could have any expectations of who I am or who I should be. I can be anybody I want here. Once, my dad rode across the country on a bus. And every time a new person sat in the seat next to him, he pretended to be a whole new person, assumed a whole new identity. For a while, he was the oldest of 10 children from a cotton farm in Alabama. Later, he was a bassoonist, cutting to his first major audition. He even convinced someone that he was an exchange student from Australia, off to meet his host family. Wow, I don't really want to be someone I'm not. I just wish I were as brave as he was. So here I sit, throwing caution to the wind as I cavalierly try to melt in some forgotten part of the world, hoping to learn something about myself by observing others I know nothing about. My husband thought I was too predictable. Bet he didn't predict this. But then I didn't quite predict this either. I thought I could see things differently, from a new vantage point, a place of unfamiliarity. This is good. What kind of juice is this? But I was wrong. Things just look hot, not different. So, if this were a movie, and I looked beautifully coiffed and cool, now is the time you would share with me some ancient, somewhat cryptic wisdom that would become the turning point for my entire life. It doesn't have to be ancient or cryptic even. Just some meaningful thought. Some touristy info, the inside scoop. The secret of beating the heat. Just something, anything. Please, there must be something you can tell me. Do you even understand what I'm saying? Of course not. Why do I even try? Forgive me for barging in like this, but I have been waiting for over an hour in a room crammed full of people who apparently have some sort of personal relationships with you. Because while I was waiting my turn, everyone else's name was called, but not mine. You gave each one your time and attention while I sat there waiting. I'm kind of at the end of my rope, and I need you to address my concerns. I need your help with this. It's your job to talk to me. Well, I guess I'll just tell you why I came all the way down here to speak with you in person, because I've tried everything else. I've called, I've emailed, I've texted, I've tried Facebook and Twitter, and I don't even tweet, but I've tried that too, and no one has gotten back to me. I know you don't care about my personal life, but things are a little bit difficult for me right now. Maybe you aren't responding to my requests because I'm late with this month's rent. Understand. Please understand. I am not some irresponsible woman who doesn't pay her bills. This has never happened to me before.
But I'm recently divorced, and I was forced to sell my house as part of the settlement, which means I had to pay relocation costs to move into your apartment, and then there are the impossible lawyer fees, and there have been medical bills, and like I said, this isn't who I am. I always pay my bills. You can check on that. And I've tried to take care of this myself. When you wouldn't respond to the fact that I can practically see my breath in my apartment, I went next door for help. But my neighbor wouldn't answer the door. I know he was in there. I heard him, but he wouldn't answer. I tried twice. Nothing. So then I called you. Nothing. I got so desperate, I called my ex-husband, and he wouldn't even answer the phone. He'd have just said it wasn't his fault. He didn't do it. We are freezing, and he wouldn't even answer my call. I can't provide a decent place for my daughter because he wouldn't let me keep the house. And he says I ruined his life. He thinks I deserve to live in this crappy apartment in this horrible neighborhood, away from our friends, away from her school, away from all hope. He thinks I'm worthless. The heater is the most critical thing, but it's not the only problem. I've been trying to get assistance for 2 years. The bathroom faucet leaks and keeps me awake. The front porch light is burned out or won't turn on in a neighborhood I don't trust because it's unsafe. And there's this odd and unpleasant odor that's coming from under the refrigerator. I can't let my daughter get anywhere near it because she has a strong gag reflex and nearly vomits every time she gets close. All right, I've had it. At least listen to me. I have rights as a tenant. You can't just ignore me. It's 48 degrees in my apartment. 48 degrees. Hypothermia is a real possibility. I'm not worthless. I'm just freezing. How can you be so rude? So uncaring? Will you say nothing to me? At least turn around and look at me. Look at me! What? Where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. Those other people came in. You talked to the others. They saw you. I've been outside all afternoon. I'd have seen if you left. Why? When I need help, are you not here? You talk to the other people. You're the landlord. It's your job to talk to me. I am cold, exhausted, and unsafe because you won't do your job. Where are you? Why won't you answer me? Do you really expect me to keep living like this? You don't care enough to even speak to me? I thought you were the one person who might be able to put the pieces back together. Fix my heat, fix my home, fix my light. But you were never even there. Never. Not once. Fine. If you won't help me, I'll fix things myself. I don't need you. I'll figure it out on my own. But you should be ashamed of yourself for treating people like this. For treating me like this. Breathe. Just breathe. Focus on the breath. I have to sleep. Bee hums, the silent twilights fall. Evil from the gray rock comes. Evil is just a fairy. She can't take away our breath. Breathe. Breathe. And soon we sleep too near our foe. Come night to us. Come night. Come night. Come night. What are you doing in my house? Get out, get out, get out!
Well, I can't do that, now can I?
Leave or I'm calling the police.
Oh, I'll be gone before they get here.
What do you want?
I came to take something of yours.
Fine, take anything, just leave.
Oh, I will.
Here's my purse.
I don't want your purse.
Why? Everything valuable I have is in it.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. And how do you know what I have or where I keep it?
I've been here before.
What? You've been stalking me? How long have you been watching me? You've been in my house. I told the landlord this was a dangerous...
I've taken things from you before.
When?
A few times.
You're lying. I've never been robbed.
Really?
Of course, really. I'd know if I'd been robbed.
I took your admissions to that fancy school you wanted to go to.
I didn't get an admissions packet. I never got accepted. And how do you know I even applied? How long have you been watching me?
I took your friend away before you went to high school.
What friend?
Your best friend from middle school.
She moved somewhere.
I took your baby doll.
My baby doll? What baby doll?
The one you asked Santa for when you were little.
I lost that doll. No one took it.
How could you have lost her? You adored her.
Mama said I left her somewhere.
That doesn't sound like you.
How do you know what sounds like me?
I took your marriage. I took your house. I took your health. Shall I go on?
How do you know any of this? Who are you and what do you want?
I want your daughter.
Excuse me?
I came to take your daughter.
I don't know who you are or what kind of sick prank you're trying to pull, but you are going to leave now.
right now. This is over.
But it's not.
Yes, it is.
I will go when I get what I came for.
You will never get that. She is mine. My baby, the best thing in my entire life. I will never let you have her.
Oh, yes, you will. You don't have any choice. I take whatever I want, whenever I want it. And now I want your daughter.
I will fight you to the death. I have been afraid of things in the dark before, but I'm not afraid of you. You should be afraid of me. I will kill you before you take her.
You can't.
Watch me.
Look at yourself. And look at me. Which one of us do you think is going to win?
I will give you anything. I will give you all my money. I will give you everything I have here. Here are my car keys. Here's all my money. I don't have any jewelry. Anything. Take anything. Just don't take her.
I don't think you understand how this works. So I'm going to say it again, more slowly. I take whatever I want. And the only thing you have that I want is your daughter. So I'm going to take her, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Take me instead. I have worth. Take me. I can take her place.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You'd leave your daughter without a mother? Rather cruel of you.
It's not cruel if it saves her.
I doubt she'd see it that way. Let's wake her up and ask her. You or her?
What kind of a monster are you? Why do you want her?
Why do you?
I can't pay any ransom. I've already offered you everything I have.
It is not for you to know the reason. Knowing doesn't change anything.
Maybe I could find a replacement, something you'd accept instead.
It's not possible.
You don't know what I will offer.
Yes, I do. You've told me repeatedly. Everything. You will give me everything and anything except what I want. So I have to take it. Sorry.
How can you do this to me? She's all that I have. Please, 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 please.
I am sorry. But your desires don't outweigh mine. So please, move out of my way.
Never. You'll have to kill me first.
No, I won't.
Oh, stop it. No, don't.
This is getting silly and rather tiresome. No amount of begging or crying or screaming is going to change the outcome. You're out of options. So, let go of me and this will all be over soon.
Why? Why would you do this to me? Who are you?
The one with all the power.
No, 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 don't take my baby. Don't take her. Please, don't hurt her. Just don't hurt her. I hate you.
I know you do. I expected nothing less. Hello. I've been waiting.
Pardon me?
You're the woman from the third row, house left.
Yes. How did you know that? That's amazing.
I knew you'd come. Had to come.
You knew I would come to your show?
Here, to see me.
How could you know that? How could you possibly know that?
Because your daughter loved magic. But that's not what I meant.
My daughter? What do you know about my daughter?
Enough. I do children's shows.
Did you know her?
What I meant was that you had to come and see me, not my show.
I don't understand.
I know. But I'm glad that you came. Please, make yourself comfortable. Tell me why you're here.
I came because I want you to tell me how you did that trick.
Illusion.
Excuse me?
I prefer the term illusion. Trick implies the intent to deceive. I'm not trying to deceive anyone.
Illusion implies the same thing.
Does it? An illusion is something that is likely to be wrongly perceived by the senses. A subtle difference.
Okay, how did you do that illusion?
Which one?
The one where you sawed the woman in half.
Ah, yes, I thought you'd find that one particularly intriguing.
You did?
Yes, and you do.
Do what?
Find it intriguing.
Yes. Well, what I came here for was to find out how you did it.
You just made a very popular request. People always want to know how. It puzzles me since I think why is a much better question.
I know that it isn't real, but it looked real. It looked like you actually separated that girl's bottom half from her top half. I know it had to involve two people, but I watched very carefully and I can't figure out how you got them into the boxes without me seeing.
And thus the illusion of magic. Now do you see why your daughter found it so fascinating?
Why do you keep talking about my daughter? Did you know her?
All children love magic. To them, it is real. They aren't looking for the how or even the why. They just appreciate its miraculous nature.
But it's not miraculous. It's a trick.
Illusion.
And I want to know how you did it. How you made it look like you took someone apart and put them back together.
So you don't think what you saw really happened?
No, of course not. No one thinks you can cut someone in half without killing them.
That happened to you, didn't it?
No, of course not. I've never been sawn in half.
Really? Then why do you care so much about how it's done?
Because it's driving me crazy and it will keep driving me crazy. I know it isn't real, but it looked real.
Maybe you need to expand your definition of real.
I am painfully aware of the breadth of reality, how things you can't fathom can all of a sudden become the nightmarish existence you cannot wake up from or sleep through. I know reality.
I see.
Just tell me how you did it and I'll leave you alone.
I'm in no hurry for you to go. I enjoy talking with you.
So you won't tell me? I promise I won't tell anyone else. I'll keep your secret. Just tell me.
No, you'd tell someone.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. We always learn secrets from people who swear they would never reveal them, and then the pattern continues. You swear and then tell, they swear and then tell, and so on. But I don't care if people know.
You don't? I thought a magician never reveals his secret.
I told you that I'd have to kill you.
Seriously? What?
Of course not. But that's what people say, right?
I guess I've heard that.
If you thought I couldn't tell you, then why are you here?
Because I really need to know. I've been told I can be persuasive and I thought I'd give it a shot.
Well then, here's the secret. I wish everyone knew how I do what I do.
Really? That would ruin your show.
Would it?
Yes.
Then I'd better not let you in on it.
Wait, it wouldn't ruin it for me.
Just everyone else.
Look, just tell me how you did it.
All right. Happy to. First of all, we start with the expectation.
Expectation of what?
What the audience expects to see. They expect to see things they can't explain, things that break the rules of life as they understand them. But they also expect that everything will be done temporarily. Any violation of the rules of nature will be righted when the show ends. No one will be permanently marred or maimed.
Okay, I can see that.
But what you can't see is my perspective. The important thing is that I can see from every angle. I see what the audience sees from every seat in the house. I see what it's like inside the box, both halves. I can see what my production team sees. I know how it all comes apart, and I know how to put it all back together.
And you do that how? How exactly do you do that?
You know, it's interesting. Children never care about that. They just think a two-part person is cool.
Cool, unless the top half needs to walk somewhere or the bottom half needs to say something.
They believe I can make the woman whole whether or not they know how I do it.
I like things to be explainable,
Yes.
to make sense.
Yes, you do.
It would hurt to be in the box. I know that you're not sawn through, but it must be very uncomfortable in there. Being squeezed must feel like forever.
It depends on how flexible you are.
It would hurt me.
True. It would. When I saw you in the audience, I thought that you would be an excellent choice to be my volunteer. But as I watched you, I realized you'd already experienced the box. You were already in pieces. You just wanted to be put back together. But you doubted that I could do that for you.
It's hard to unbreak something.
But you saw it happen.
But that is not enough.
True. It's not. But I can only try to explain it to you from my perspective. From where I stand, the woman is always whole. Just changed. That needs to be your perspective too. You need to see what I see and know what I know. You're not broken. Just rearranged.
I want to be back to the way I was.
That is the rest of the secret. Once a person has been cut in half, they can't be the same. Oh, they will look like their pre-boxed selves, but the experience unalterably changes them on the inside. They have gained another perspective.
That's your whole secret? That you defy people's expectations, that things will be again as they once were?
Expectations are usually too low. And isn't that the most amazing illusion of them all? The senses perceive the woman to be the same as before, but in reality, she's entirely changed. Now that is magic.
If you say so.
I do. So, I guess that makes me the Green Man
The Green Man?
from the lullaby. Dusk is drawn and the Green Man's throne is raised.
How do you know that song?
I know a lot of things.
My dad used to sing that to me when I was very little. Didn't understand it then.
The Green Man is an omen. Good or bad, depending on what time you see him.
Yes, I know. Seen at dusk. He's a symbol of death.
You've seen at dawn, he symbolizes rebirth. You just need to decide what time it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love this time of the morning. When the day is new and things seem possible. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been here. I'm sorry I've stayed away.
Not to worry, little one.
I couldn't come before. I was trapped and squeezed until I felt I could barely breathe.
But your breath is still with you.
I couldn't move, so I couldn't come.
Do you want to come closer?
But I'm here now.
Are you as close as you want to be?
I don't know what you can do for me.
I am compelled to come to your aid.
I'm here because I don't know where else to go.
I promise I'll help you.
I'm in limbo, stuck between dusk and dawn. I don't know who I am anymore.
You don't know who you are?
I know who I was, a wife, a mother. But I can't go back to my old life.
You don't fit on the kindergarten slide anymore.
I'm supposed to be changed, but I still feel broken.
You aren't broken. Just rearranged.
I couldn't handle what life handed me or took from me.
You thought life was going to be more manageable or predictable.
So I'm afraid to move.
Have you taken the time to ponder the significance of where you are now?
I'm at a crossroads and I want to be brave again. Not be afraid of what's across the way.
This is an issue of trust.
But I'm afraid of getting lost again. I never seem to have an appropriate map. I need to know which way to point my chronically crumbling life.
Just follow the instructions the best you can. And remember you prefer the scenic route.
And so I'm waiting. Waiting for something, some sign.
And you're not getting the help the way you want it.
I can't see it. I need help.
We do hard things because life gives us no other option. I know you can do whatever you're asked to do.
I need you.
And I'm always here.
If you were here, you could fix me.
I don't have any secret cures, but let's see if I can't provide you with some relief.
Life continuously demands that I change, and I'm tired of it.
But you'll be happy when you see the results, I promise.
I just want to go somewhere to rest where someone takes care of me for a while.
And make sure your glass is always full.
But escaping isn't coping or evolving. So how do I move forward?
I think why is a much better question.
Why do I feel so incomplete?
I can only explain it from my perspective. You need to see what I see and know what I know.
I can't be who I was. And I can't see who I should be now. It's like I remember you. I see flashes. I hear lines of lullabies and childhood rhymes. I think I remember a few things, but it may just be things other people told me about you, stories I eventually made myself part of. Why can't I have real memories like everyone else? If I remembered you better, I might be able to see how my pieces finally fit together. Maybe I could see who I could be in you.
Look at yourself. And look at me.
I miss you. I miss who I think you were and who I imagine you to be.
My goal is to provide you with everything you need to be happy.
I just want to be with you.
The time will be here soon enough.
I love you, Daddy. I loved you then. And I love you now.
I know you do. I expected nothing less.
And so we seek him,
Ever wrestling,
adding layers,
adding depth,
analyzing,
reconciling,
waiting for that brighter day,
when we can know
even as we are known,
and love.
even as we are loved.
Sleep, oh babe, for the red bee hums, the silent twilights fall. Evil from the gray rock comes to wrap the world in thrall. A line then, oh my child, my joy, my love and heart's desire. The crickets sing you lullaby beside the dying fire.
Dusk is drawn and the green man's thorn is wreathed in rings of fog. Shiva sails his boat to morn upon the starry bog. Oh, line than all the paling moon that brimmed her clasp in dew, and weeps to hear the sad sleep tune I sing, oh loved, to you. Sleep, O babe, for the red bee hums the silent twilight song. Evil from the gray rock comes to wrap the world in thrall. Align than all, my child, my joy, my